Hello, all of you awesome healers. So, today, what I'm going to talk about are some awesome free resources that you can use for your online presence and even your offline presence. And some of these resources are things that I've used for free for a long time. So I'm going to talk about them because I find that a lot of people aren't aware of how powerful some of these resources are. So stay tuned to hear more. This is Anastasia. I used to be a physics professor specializing in vibrational and quantum physics. After recovering from a serious illness using energy healing on myself, the calling to heal became so strong that I had to quit my 40-year research career. I replaced my 6-figure professor's salary within 5 months using a simple but not easy 3-step system that I worked out to grow my healing practice. Now I help other healers grow their practices, whether they're just starting or already have a practice, with this same 3-step system. I'm all about helping you too. Listen in to learn more. Thank you so much for coming back. I'm so happy you're here today. I'm Dr. Anastasia Chopelas, and I am an admitted online geek. I love trying new things out. I love seeing how they work. And this is also going to help you because I'm also a healer and I have a healing business. So not only do I teach things, but I also heal. So it's about a 50-50 split in my time, right? So the first one I want to talk about is your images, right? Your images, if you go onto any website or if you go even on your business cards, on your pamphlets, on your Speaker One sheets, anywhere that you need to go for getting images that work for you, you need to use ones that are free, meaning that they're not copyrighted, that they're not owned by other people, because if even you accidentally use one, which I did, it was on a website called morguefile.com. You can look that up, morgue.file, no, not dot, morguefile.com. So what a morgue file is basically, if you were working in a newspaper, all the pictures they didn't use go to the morgue, right? So those are, a lot of them are posted there for free. And I used one of a picture of pills. And then I got a message from somebody who supposedly owned the rights to those, even though I got them from a free location, demanding that I pay like $450 for using them. So I just took them all down and ignored the message because I knew where I got them. But people, there are a lot of crooks that are doing that, so you have to be careful. And if you have them, make sure you get the usage rights of each picture as you're using it. I've now used thousands of pictures and I get them from 4 or 5 places. So here are some really great free picture, meaning they're free to use forever. One of them is morguefile.com, morguefile.com, no punctuation. Another one many of you already know about is Pixabay, Pixabay.com, and Pexels, pixels with an E instead. And then you can use Unsplash.com. That's also, a lot of those pictures will appear on all of those websites. And then the last place is you can check on Wikipedia. A lot of times Wikipedia, you have to check their usage rights. So a lot of them are in the Wiki Commons, meaning you're free to use the pictures over and over again. And I get a lot of celebrity photos that way, but you have to check the usage rights. If they are copyrighted and you use them, people have a way of finding pictures. You can even use Google to search for a certain image. There's a way to do that on your Google search. And if they find that you're using their picture on your website, they will cite you for usage, for copyright violation and cite you for usage. Now, having said all of that, there are many ways to edit these pictures and put your print on them and use them in, for example, any product, or use them on your website with the right print across the top to show your blog title or your podcast title. And so one of the best ways of doing it is canva.com. And there's a link below. If you could use that link to support this channel, because I'm giving you a lot of free content, that would be really helpful. It is free forever. They started putting more nag notes to buy the upgraded version, but you really don't have to. You can get along really, really well with the free version. There are a few other places, like if you have a lot of Photoshop files and you're comfortable with Photoshop, there's a website called Photopea, and it's photopea.com, where you can upload your Photoshop files. If you don't do that a lot, you can upload your Photoshop files and edit them there. I almost don't use my Photoshop subscription anymore, and I'm probably going to let it lapse because I use Canva almost exclusively for everything, because it is so powerful. It can do just about anything. And then, so that's it for images. There are other places. There's a place called Snappa. It's a lot like Canva. I bought another tool recently for doing images for boxes and things, but there are ways that you can do, for example, a 3D image, like you want to show your product on a cell phone and on an iPad and on a computer screen. You can do that. There are free 3D mock-ups where you can make really nice images. And all of these go to serve you, to help you present a better image online. And I find them like super duper useful. Then another way that you can, like I've mentioned in some of my previous broadcasts, all about staying connected with your potential clients, staying connected with all of your contacts that you made. Let's say you've been to a number of conferences or a number of networking meetings, or just have bumped into people and they allow you to put them on your contact list. You want to use what they call a CRM, or customer relationship management system. And what this is the ability to email them. So there's two ways to email them. One is an automatic sequence. So when they, let's say, opt into a free gift on a page that you have made for them, then they get a sequence of 2 or 3 emails thanking them, showing them how to use that free gift, asking them questions, asking them to ask you questions, and so on. So that's what's called an autoresponder sequence. And then the other is doing a broadcast. So I mostly do broadcasts. I have a few sequences, but I mostly do broadcasts. And these broadcasts allow me to, let's say I am just announcing the latest 3 blog posts for the week, because I put out 3 a week, the latest 3 broadcasts, and then it allows them to see what new content I have. And then I also say where I'm speaking that week, right? All the places I'm speaking, whether they have to belong to a program or whether they are free. And I do usually 3 free lessons a month on things just like I'm talking about right now. So I said all of that to say this, right? You have the ability to stay in contact, and there's 3 places where you can start using it for free. Aweber.com, they allow you for free to have a sequence or 2, which is all you really need, and you can do broadcasts, and you can do up to 500 contacts for free. That's a lot. That's a lot of contacts for somebody just starting out in healing, for example. Like, I don't have that many, but I have an active list. And every once in a while I go and I cull through the list and I ask them, do you still want to get emails from me? And if they say no, I drop them off the list. I just delete them, right? So then there's MailChimp, and I think you get up to 2,000, but you cannot do autoresponders except for when they opt in. You can only do broadcasts, which is very handy for helping you cull your list. This is the service I use. And ConvertKit used to allow 500, and I think they've reduced it down to 300. So all of those are for email management, but what I would suggest always is using a platform. So a platform is something that allows you to create a website, put a blog up, put a couple of opt-in pages on, to have the email list already in it, and so on. And there are 3 that I recommend. So there are lots of them. I tried all of them. There are 3 that I recommend because of the ease of use and the costs. So there's 2 that are free to start, right? One is Groove, and you'll find the link below. And the other one is System.io, and system is spelled with an E on the end because they're European and they like to put E's on things, right? So, and the nice thing about System is that once you get into the paid versions are actually very economical. You can start at $27 a month, and that's if you pay for the year. So it's basically, what, $300 a year? That's not bad, right? And then there's Groove.cm, and that one is also free to start, and it's very limited what you can do. You get 1 blog, you get, I don't know how many, 2 or 3 products, you know, what they call memberships, and things like that. And they also allow you 500 to 2,000 somewhere in there. I don't know. I haven't looked lately. They keep changing it. Free email subscribers. So they have email built in into most of the accounts now. They're cranking it up, and they also marry well with MailChimp, for example. And so those are 2 places you can start for free. And the platform that I use, it's a paid platform, is called Kajabi. And Kajabi, the reason why I like it is it has everything that a healer would need at the lowest level to get their business going. It allows you to do coaching, put coaching notes in, make appointments with people, collect payments, set up sales pages, and the sales pages can look absolutely gorgeous. You can set up products, you can set up funnels, you can do your blog. There's a whole plethora of things you can do on it. So you can check it out. You can get a couple of weeks at least for free. It depends. And sometimes they have special deals. So click the link below and find out more about it. So I hope that today was really helpful for you to look at free resources you can get online. Last time I talked about Calendly, and I talked about Zoom, which is free to a certain extent. And these are ways that you can really get your business going without incurring a lot of high costs. So next time I'm going to talk a little bit more about getting online and what to do to help grow your business. So thank you so much for listening. I look forward to seeing you in the next video. Thank you so much for taking valuable time out of your day to listen in. If you found this message helpful, please help spread the word by giving the broadcast a thumbs up or a 5-star rating. Share it with your friends, and be sure to subscribe to my channel with your notifications on. For further training on healing and growing your healing business using my 3-step system, go to www.highpaidhealers.com. And I'll see you in the next video.